Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Get that out of here. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in again for another live rant and review installment in this program that has gone on. It will never end. Well, it will end next week. It's RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15. This is episode 15, 16 Queens. We're now into 15 episodes from a season 15, and it's Reunited. I am going to do my absolute best to make this entertaining. I'm going to do my absolute best. No shade to the queens, no shade to production, none to anybody. But, you know, this was basically a let's watch this again and tell us how you feel after already basically getting over it on social media in front of everybody and then doing it all over again for this consumption. There were some funny moments. I did enjoy a couple of the unseen moments from the reading challenge. Irene and Selena. Anitra said voguish, so I don't want to hear nothing, okay? And yeah, I can end it just like that. Yeah. Also, we'll talk about the King Tyra, I should say, interview. A lot of you have asked me over this week, and you finally get your dues, kids. You finally get your dues because it's a drag race video, so the topic is related. Also, we'll talk about MIB, and I'm not talking about major intestinal blockage. But I'm talking about Mistress Isabel Brooks versus Roberta. Not Flack, but Bob the drag queen for a rap battle that actually made sense this time and didn't feel like somebody got on the microphone and said a bunch of cute twink words. Oops. Anywho, we'll get into it today. I hope everyone's having a blessed one. I hope you're feeling good today. Take a deep breath. Ooh, you see these little flowers over here? I bought them for myself because I'm single. And I also wanted something just special in the house because I told myself, why not get myself some flowers? But listen. You already know what kind of show this is. It's a very long conversation. If you're here for 20 minutes of what, you're not going to get that. Get out. Okay? I talk for a long time. It's a live chat. There are people in the live chat. You might want to press that button too if you're watching this on your phone or on your computer, if you're playing, the playback. So that way you can see how the conversation relates and to why it is so long. But I'm going to get my social medias out the way first, and then I'm going to go ahead and start this program up and once again try to get through this the best I can. Mistress Isabel Brooks was low-key the entirety of the reunion, if you really want me to go there. RuPaul kept on pivoting back to her just to get a good giggle, and then the rest of it we can talk about. Anywho, it's at Matty Rants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the Matty Rants. You can find all in the description down below. It's a Linktree link. Just grab a branch and eat some fruit. Not really a tree, but you know what the joke is. Press it. You'll find me on other social media spaces and places. Spaces and places? Paces. Nope. Keep the first one. Yep. Also, I do reactions on Patreon. This episode is currently up for your consumption, available for you to consume on my Patreon for as low as $1 a month. So please check me out on Patreon. I'm a hoot. I'm also bookable on Cameo. Thanks for being here, everybody. Listen, we have one of my favorite people in this entire universe today up in here is Imroika. Shout out to my French darling. If you noticed through all of the videos we've done this season, as well as most of the live streams, they've been so kind enough to offer to do the timestamps for all of the videos. So for those of you who do not have the attention span and you want to get to the point, the meat and potatoes, as they say, go through the comment section. You'll see our baby here with the timestamps, and that way you can get where you need to go so quickly because it's a conversation and I like to have one. That's why it's a rant and review. Now, also, this baby over here had a birthday recently on April the 6th, and I got them a special cameo. Shout out to your significant other that booked it. I hope you enjoyed the Mario movie. Please wish them a happy birthday. If you're celebrating a birthday soon or later, happy birthday to you. Belated, early, or on time. My sister's birthday is actually tomorrow. My dad's was the 6th and my sister's the 9th. And my other brother's the 27th. April for me and my family was very big. I was the only September. And they all forgot about me. Anywho, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here, everybody. Shout out to every one of you in the live chat today. I was planning to go out tonight, but I'm actually going to wait until next week because I thought Calexis Davenport was going to be in town this week. It's actually next week, so I'm going to hold it out. I might go live and do some gaming tonight, but that's up to y'all. I need those views to get up there on the gaming stuff. You already know what's up. We had a good time with Fall Guys, kids. But check out my gaming videos. They're available for you to watch, as well as, what are the other shows? Baddies West. I cover a lot of things on this platform, so tune in. Lots to cover. Besides, once the season is over with, I will be covering Drag Race España Season 3. I'm very excited for that. I do ask for some kindness in return. I already know how people can get in reference to their franchises, as well as when somebody, say an American like me, covers a television show. I've been covering Drag Race España since its conception. Shout out to all the Drag Race España girls. They know what's up. I ask for kindness. I ask for assistance in how I go through the episodes. I know there are a couple other YouTubers who you probably will see in the chats, as well as posted to social media that are to give me some assistance, just like I did with Philippines, just like I did with Thailand. But again, that's what the blessing is about Drag Race and the franchise, is that sometimes you run into the right people who are the good people who just want to see you do well, just like you want to see them do well, and you help each other. So, anywho, I'm excited for España. I don't know not one rumor. I don't know who go home. I don't know nothing. So that one's going to be a fresh review for me, and I'm excited for it. That will also be covered on the Patreon. We're covering Yellow Jackets 2 on Patreon. That show's disgusting, but I'm interested. We'll see where it goes. Anywho, now, if you would like to drop a tip in my jar just for being a host today, PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, Venmo MattyRants, anything and everything is appreciated and helpful, especially because DragCon is literally almost a month away, and Matty does not have everything together. So if whatever you tip me today, tomorrow, the next day, and then some, it's going towards my DragCon budget, especially because Piece of Cake is coming. But again, anything and everything is helpful. Not necessary to watch this show, as that thumbs up button, or the thumbs butt button, as I like to say, as a top tier bottom, is free. So hit the thumbs up button, hit the thumbs down if you're ugly, gross, or you're part of an orange thread. But thanks for tuning in. All of your interactions are appreciated and helpful for the algorithm, especially from a content creator like myself of color. So I appreciate it. Now, because I talk about a show that a lot of people have a lot of opinions about, and they can have their opinion, but others can't if it doesn't fall in line with what they're saying. And there's a lot of complex disorders that I don't have time to, nor the degrees to follow up on or care about, because I am not your parent. I am not your parent. I am not responsible for you and your actions and how you feel. What I am responsible for is this channel and the people that enjoy and consume what I am giving them, because this is a safe space for nonsense. It's a safe space for shade and shenanigans, because nothing that is said is meant to be malicious, malign anybody, or of malintent. You can feel whatever you want to feel. You can come up with whatever words you can say. Honey, misconstrue the house down. But I know where I'm coming from, and a majority of the queens do too. And I ask that you chill out in the comment section, especially if you think personally you need to tell me how to feel when your shit ain't together and your channel ain't even popping or monetized, bitch. With that being said, disclaimer. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, or wigs. All opinions expressed by Matty Rants and program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be rude. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this, I have a merch store with dragqueenmerch.com. Shout out to Bible Girl and Company. Hey, you can buy my merch. You can support me and tell me how you feel just like that. I see those. I see that. Tag me with the picture of my shirt. Tell me how you feel. I hate this show, but you bought my shirt. So thanks for being here, everybody. I hope we're having, once again, a wonderful day. Deep breaths. Exhale. Ooh, All right, we are in April of 2023 and things are going down. You already know that drag is under the attack in the States, if not in other places too, if we really just want to go there. And currently, they are putting efforts together to make sure that our entertainers are in safe spaces and can perform and not be under fire for things that are honestly not that big of a deal. As somebody who is a baby queen myself and currently pulling myself into my first show coming up in May, this all affects me in a sense, but not as much as it affects those who've been working for years and years and years at our local establishments, at our bars, on television. And we want to support them. So anytime y'all see anything in reference to the ACLU or how they're donating, or you see your local queens on any Twitter or any subspaces, please, 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 please retweet, get the word out, make it loud, make it loud. Do not get quiet about this. Like we have to keep being aggressive in this situation, just like how they're aggressive in their approach and coming after us as a community. Like you say you love us, but then you show your hand. We can't do that no more. Also, we lost a legend, Heclina. May she rest in peace. I saw and noticed at the end of this episode, they had a small little window of a tribute towards other queens too that we recently lost in our communities. Heclina was one of the legendary queens, and one of the, I would say, the girls that when you talk about drag, she would be always spoken of. And she was a talent as well as a force in her community. So for those of you who are affected and those of you who did not know, we lost Heclina recently. And so all my love to those affected and those who, of course, understand how important she was to our drag community. So, oh, look at me today. It's because I have a jacket on. Is that what it is? It's a cow neck jersey top and a sweater. I'm giving you some sort of aye. Is that what it is? That must be what it is. Because normally I would have walked up in here and said some other nonsense and screamed at y'all. Or someone would have said something stupid. I would have lost my edge on reality. But I don't think that is today. I don't think that is it today. But we'll keep it going here. Whoop. This is going to be tough. We can talk about the looks first. See that there is something we can. I don't want to say toot or boot it because only I guess a few and far in between can say that. But we'll give our scores on the board. We'll say what we have to say. Now, look, it's a reunion. I don't know what we're expecting. Like it's always let's go over time again and see exactly what we've already laughed at before that is then discussed, say, at places like Roscoe's, here on my channel, over on other people's places and spaces on YouTube, and then some. And then we come right back here again. Maybe questions are answered. Maybe, possibly. Okay. I think this was more so screen time for those who didn't get it or for those who requested and required it. I will say, though, there were a few babies in there, and I think we can start a voting process really on who we believe had the least amount of screen time this reunion. Okay. I'm not trying to read, but like, Mistress, God bless you, because you were carrying this reunion on your back. And they can be mad at you and they can talk about you and say you look like Eureka and do the full bit or whatever the hell they want to do, sister. You carried this reunion on your back. Irene, I'm going to get to you because once again, there was moments where I was like, oh, and then I was like, it's the water routine all over again. That read for Selena, I'm going to talk about why that didn't work. I saw some people right now talking about Latina isn't a race. Girl, this has nothing. Listen, this is about where you from and what you have. Like you that comment and that joke was low and it was very she devil by night. Let's not do this today. And I thought that was really weird. People were they were trying to take it like, just take the joke. I said, girl, that's the problem with the joke is that it's Irene has no idea where Selena is from and where she came and where she's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember how they say ghetto, like being like someone says you're ghetto and it's like ghetto's a place, mom, and all that kind of crap. I just want us to remind us of like where we're coming from when we go there. So it was really weird to have somebody like Irene literally all in white in broad panties, full on, got her whole cooch out and shit. Straight up muffin cooching because listen, honey, everything was spoop boop. it was boom, boom, boom. I was like, oh, okay. And you made that joke specifically, and I was like, oh, okay. I love how RuPaul moved past it, like most racist moments on the show. Let me stop. Oh, wow, that was early. Okay, sorry. I haven't even started the slide yet. My bad. My bad. I just wanted you to get ready for where I'm going to try to take this conversation today. Lux, do you know where Selena is from? I just want to be like, let's I want to be clear here though, because like that is a point, but is it though? Where is she from? Do you know where she's from? Do you know her family? Are you aware of her background and full history before we make conversations and those explanations on that? Because what if there was a person who was watching that show when that read was made in reference to this and is like, girl, hold up. I speak like that. Like, I don't know. That's really weird to make that comment. It's especially like Selena's not even like I don't like if I was raised in a neighborhood and I adapted the way that everybody spoke out there, especially in communities, and I'm coming from Houston, where there is little Mexico's, Latin communities all over the place, and there's way different ways of everybody talking. I don't know. I don't know. I do know that there is, of course, European, Spanish, this, that, and the other in reference to that. But I'm more so referring to, I'm more so referring to where somebody like comes from and all that. Selena doesn't actually speak like that though. Do we know that? I haven't heard her speak outside and most references up on the show. So that's that these kind of statements is where I go, do we know her like that? I don't know. So I'm sorry, and maybe I'm not sorry at the same time. I'm on Selena's side for that. I found it strange that this person, literally of alabaster complexion, gave a statement like that. And maybe I'm sensitive to the topic, but I'm gonna hold that weight, and I'm not sorry about it. This is gonna be fun. All right, everybody, let's get into it. Like that'd be so weird. I don't know. I just that's weird to me because I've been told that I put on an accent sometimes, but in reality, Lux, Filth, and others who say that I come from a completely big background of like folks in my family. We're all black, but like some of us are country, some of us are not from nice neighborhoods, we live in a little bit, families in the projects and stuff like that. So, when someone then tells me, uh, in these moments, like I'm not allowed, or oh, you were speaking like this earlier, honey, I throw it up and down. I just do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I come from everywhere and every kind of background and thing like that. So I find that weird when people make comments like that, unless it's someone who, you know, no one said you're the villain. I'm just simply, this is an interesting topic, and I just want to be sure that while we're making this conversation, it's clear that we're not fully aware of everybody's full background. Some people are saying that this is how they talk in person, this is how they don't talk in person. It's like, it's weird. I don't know. And it feels interesting when someone is making those kind of statements. I'm going to keep moving forward with this one though, so we don't make this the entire conversation or whatever. I don't know Selena Estes personally. Uh, I just find it weird when I, in spaces, have been the person in a black community to be told that I speak like I'm a white guy. So then when I'm around white people, I've been told I speak country or black or this, that, and the other, to then going into an office space and having to completely change my entire way of speaking to make sure I sound professional, to then getting into this kind of situation and conversation where it's literally a show about drag race. And if anything, it sounded like, I don't know, it's weird to hear this kind of conversation from folks and trying to take it into that kind of level of you're being fake because you're using a Boricua accent, huh? But there's, okay. She may have someone in her life who, okay. Okay. Rose, thank you for the super chat. As a white person, tell me what I'm supposed to sound like. I need examples because it's confusing. The amount of times I've been called whitewashed is wild. Honey, listen, you're talking to somebody who is literally raised Black. I have the full bit of, you know, oh, you taught it was proper, then it's white, because it's like they associate that with color, and it's a long line of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I simply do a lot of this. Okay, Julio, this is kind of where I'm at in the situation. For me personally, I have my critiques of Selena's drag, but it has to do with being Latino. But I don't think it's anyone's place that isn't Latino to say anything. Just me, though. Okay, that's where I'm at. That's where my brain is at. I wouldn't. The first joke that would come out of my mouth wouldn't be that. If Mistress had made that joke, I would have felt different. If that makes any sense. I'm not calling Irene anything, by the way. I just want to be clear here. It was the conversation behind it when certain people were speaking on it where I didn't understand what it like how are we going to tell somebody that? Like, we don't know where she's from and where she came from. Is that was my whole bit. Like, I lived in a very nice community at one point in time, then we had absolutely nothing. Nothing. Broke. Completely changed my whole environment. I have seen the up, I have seen the down, I've seen the middle. I know what it all looks like, and I've had to adapt through all the situations. And every time I did, I had to pull all of that together. I had to change the way I spoke, the way I walked, the way I talked. You know, when I went from one school to another, I couldn't be the same person. Oh, bitch, hell no, from the Woodlands to Westfield, girl, please. Had to change my entire way of makeup. And literally, folks were like getting me to understand things I didn't know before because of the environment that I was in wasn't nurturing to me being Black. And me going to Westfield and meeting people that were more so in my community that took time to like invite me in, it was different than just what I had with my family. You got to see everybody else's side of where they came from in communication. So it's very weird. It's interesting. And anywho, I just wanted to make points. I just want to make points today. I'm not trying to be like anyone's wrong or right in this moment. It's just when I hear someone questioning how someone talks, unless we're referring to someone who is or someone behind a very, appropriative place, and we know the kinds of people, then I'm more so inclined to be like, okay, girl, what's he? But when it was the other way around, that's like Winter from Bad Girls Club telling what's her name, Persuasion ass, you don't talk like that. And it's Winter from Bad Girls Club having that conversation, if y'all know who I'm talking about. It's like, girl, who you have I'm like, do y'all hold that energy for Lemon when she's rapping and she changes up how she speaks? I don't know. We'll talk about it. Listen, Luxfield, honestly, that may be more inclined and in where I am going to go with Selena today, because it definitely was, I don't want to be here. And I felt bad for her. I felt bad for Selena. And then you get the award for having the worst outfit and you didn't even make it. Can you imagine? Oh, the way that would wear me out. I'm sorry. There is no way on God's green earth I would be able to sit there and someone hand me an award for something I paid for that was supposed to represent the city that I came from, that I felt really special about, and you're going to tell me to go fuck off. It wasn't like an outfit I got to make for a challenge like Lala Rees and Matty Morphosis. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I think Selena also this season, girl, we might as well start making this the episode if we're going to talk about it as I go through it and get to these looks. Selena was very much the emotional block of the season, where it was a lot of hot, it was a lot of cold, it was a lot of crying, it was a lot of anger, it was a lot of laughter, it was a lot of, this, that, and the other. She was great commentary. I still think that she had good storytelling with her drag. It just did not translate well behind the execution process. I think if Selena were ever to come back to this show, which I don't know after that last tweet I saw recently, she would need some time to heal from what's been happening in her home. life with her family and her blood. You know what I'm saying? She would need some time to heal from the show. And I think she'd have an excellent comeback. I mean, Selena and Ross have talked out their issues or whatever that situation was. And I was thinking to myself, damn, when did they film this reunion? Was this after that? Because it was when Selena said, okay, white girl. And then RuPaul was like, all right, let's move on. And you see her turn her head. I'm going to show you the shot. You know, I took the screenshot. RuPaul turned her head to look at Selena. And I was like, ooh, I wonder if there was something said or if it was one of those, not another, I don't want to say, you know, her name. RuPaul might start getting itchy. She was like, RuPaul probably had flashbacks to season, what was it, 10? You know, where once again, she was like, I don't know if I can do it, y'all. I can't. Listen, thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's your boy, Matty Rants, 372 in this piece. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. We're talking about RuPaul's Drag Race. I just noticed they have grand finale on the key marker here. Reunited is the episode, okay? Right? Reunited. And we're talking about it in full. I honestly, this was one of those, let's just run through the tape. But in reality, we can make, you know, points about this now, you know? Should we start with the looks before we just get into it? Because I almost could just bring up another point and just keep talking. So I'm like, let's just get into the looks. I almost thought of another point to make it. I'm like, no, Matt, we have to start. We have to start. I mean, we started, but you know, these are the conversations. Once again, just to be clear, no hate should be sent to Irene. I'm not basically in suing that she is voracious. I'm not even going there. I'm just referring to the situation at the moment, at the time. We'll get there in a second, but I just felt it was interesting, the different takes that people had on it. I also am not Latino, but I also recognize code switching as a person who decided that, you know, it's a lot. So we'll make points again soon. Let's get into the looks. Bring back my girls. No, take it back. In alphabetical order, Amethyst is first. Amethyst should have. What do we think of this outfit? Hey, Carmelo. Hey, everybody. Hold on. I gotta send this. I gotta send this. I have to send this. Oh, sorry. So, hey. Look at her cosplaying as Todrick Hall. Ain't that something? Look at her cosplaying as Candace Owens. Ain't that something? I said, look at the trash panda. I said, Amethyst, you don't even know what you did for me when this came out. I said, look at her putting on her best outfit for the girls. My goodness. Couldn't believe Terry Crews, if you will. Who else can we name in this picture? I mean, I said, listen, she's not going to be the first one to cosplay as a different color. Ooh, let me stop. Because I said Princess Poppy did not dress as a whole cosplay as a whole Latino. Like, I know we're not doing this good goddamn evening, but here we go. The girls didn't say nothing. It's a great drag, but I thought it was, I said, oh, she might be a Latin woman today. Anywho, Charlamagne, Kanye, Stacey Dash, the list. I say, after my review. Sorry, I'm trying to make plans with my friends tonight because they're going to go on a cruise and I'm sad I don't get to go. So I'm like, can we do something tonight? Because y'all are going to be gone for the weekend. Okay, listen, hold up. Who is it? We got some super chats up in here. Hey, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button, 400 of you. Tip jar, rim my glass if you could for me, please. It's a nice hole in my glass jar. Tips, yes. Ooh, Matt, PayPal, not me for such rants. Cash up, $MattyRants. Venmo, rants. Okay, let's continue. What am I doing? I got a super chat up here. One of my good babies who I always say all the time. What's up, friend? Thank you for the super chat. Sending love this Saturday. Dog is very sick. Oh no. And at the emergency vet, thank you for providing me with much needed distraction. I hope the dog is okay. At least you're taking care of your animals, unlike Chantel Marie. Foodie booty. All right. Thank you so very much. I appreciate the super chat. At least you're taking your animal to the vet and not once a year. Claiming that. Oh, Matthew. Crash, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Maddie, sending you some love. About to go see the Mario movie. Ooh. Hope it's giving more than Amethyst wig. Well, color-wise, yes. Story-wise, maybe the same. But it's a good movie. You'll enjoy it, Crash. I told Chris about it. He saw it. He was like, Matt, it was good. I said, I told you. It was a great movie. The critics were tripping. It just didn't have that much of a story. That was the only problem with it. I have a review coming out soon. I'll discuss it, but I suggest y'all go see the movie. And if you have kids and you watch my show and you're like, man, the babies will enjoy it. You'll be enjoying the color story because it's gorgeous. It's honestly one of the most gorgeous movies I've ever seen. Cartoon wise, it's so gorgeous. Peaches, 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 peaches. Okay, be quiet. Anywho, Amethyst, it's a chop. Next up, Anitra. You know what? I think Anitra's face is beautiful. I don't like this outfit. Please don't be mad at me, Anitra. I love you. And I know I'm a baby queen. You're going to be like, you probably will read me my first time in drag. No shade. But like, just do not like it. Like, I no. She's pretty though. The face is good. The face is good. The face is good. It looks like she's about to be in a movie with Jada Pinkett Smith back in the Mo Money, girl. Oh my God. Not me saying that's Jada Pinkett's gay cousin in the movie. Let me be quiet. Moving on. She's a nice girl. Next up is Aura Mayari in one of her favorite colors. Her mug is just everything. Oh, or your beat is for filth. Your beat is for filth. For filth. Y'all, Sasha's read in the mini challenge that they didn't show when she was talking about Aura. Something Matt. I was like, oh my God. I cackled so loud. I was not prepared. Oh, and Mistress, I'm gonna get to you in a second. The face is everything. The outfit is nice. It's almost the same thing she wore coming into the work room. It's a jacket. She likes a jacket. She's a jacket girl. She's a jacket and a high boot with a push 'em back wig. She's a beautiful girl. Push that wig. There you go. Yes, jacket. It's nice. I'd wear it. I would. I wouldn't wear it all the time, but I'd wear it. Everybody's so creative. I like this. It's nice. It's a nice look. It's okay. She's a beautiful girl. Mm-hmm. Irene Dubois is suffocating. No, I'm just kidding. This outfit, yikes. No, hey, listen. If you're gonna live in Seattle, you better give me some bra, a corset, and a panty, and you better be plump in the tuck, honey. Clearly, you know, there's a whole lot of Irene down there. Listen, for what it's worth, It's detailed as fuck. It's giving me 3D printed art tees. You know, it looks like someone sat there and looked at it for a while and it finally came out and it was hot. It looks like she possibly is the most poisonous creature at the bottom of the ocean. She is a ghost poison type Pokemon for sure. Oh, she is Cursula for sure. Listen. Thick Dia Bosco. Hey. I enjoyed what we saw online versus this. And particularly it was like when I saw it like this and I was just like, oh, is she suffocating? Help, you know. But yeah. Kate Gosselin, Omega Kate Gosselin. Yup. Mega Kate Gosselin. Hisuian version. Kate Gosselin. Kate Gosselin if she had better taste. Ooh, that's truth. Because Kate Gosselin doesn't have taste at all. And we've seen what Irene can do. Irene's given good looks. Let's not call it what this is, a mess. But you know, the mug is giving. Oh, it's everything. Her eye, bitch. The right here for the under, right here for the over, and a good nasty. I love a little white in between right here. I always like that. I've been studying drag makeup lately like that. I like the little. It just gives a little extra. It opens the eye up, as they say. But no, I like it. I don't know why I said I liked it. I'm referring to the makeup. UNITY. UNITY stands for unity. Jax is giving me a 90s music video, Monica in some flat fucking heels. Okay? I swear to God, I kept hearing, we are living, hey, single. Ooh, it's the 90s kind of world. Yeah, baby. You keep your head up. What? You keep your head up. That's right. 7 whole days. Being lost without you. I've been waiting all night. Ow. I'm giving you all my love. Tell me this isn't a 90s music video. Look at the warm tones. This is Waiting to Exhale. The soundtrack down. This is what bitch sitting up in my room. Gladly think out you. I must confess I'm a mess for you now. Boom. Crash. It's cute, but that's all it is. Because, like, for me, this is, you know, Jax is beautiful. The wig is everything. The makeup is done. I like the makeup. She puts on a dress. It's you know, regular body shop. It's a car, and they put a cover over it. You know, but she's lovely. But she's dressed perfectly for this shot. It's perfect, girl. You could have shot a whole music video in there. It would have been every brownstone tease. Yes, very that. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Like, she gives me exactly what Escape wants to give for this tour. Tasha, you stole your sister's money and Rocky is controlling you. It's okay to be wrong. We understand that you had trouble when you were younger in your days and now you got that BBL and don't know how to act. I love and live and breathe for you for that. But your round-headed ass is wrong. And you getting on Instagram with no filters to apologize is trash. You're a grown woman and your sister's literally like miles away from you. And the way that you do her with your mother, trash. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. See, Jax got me thinking of SWV versus Escape. I'm sorry. I'm going to be also, let me be one more thing. I would pay for an SWV concert. No shade to Escape, but that show drives my nerves. I can't even review it. Like, it just drives me because I'm like, what is this really all about? And why can't there be any compromise? Tasha doing a gospel album and she's a thief. One of the commandments. Already broke it and she wants to do a gospel album. Can you imagine? Look at me finding new shows to talk about. Lucy LaDuca. Hey, I like this look. I thought it was a vibe. It's giving construction worker, but drag. Angela Ranch. I'm just saying. 7 whole days. I liked it. I did. She said her, listen, she's breasted. We found out that Lucy never corsets, which makes me wonder how big is her breast bib if it extends out that deep to where it looks like she's the capital P. The wig is drag. The wig is drag. And yeah, for me, I said construction worker because it's a highlighted color for this coat and it's giving me over the top of what would be a tank top for a construction worker, but it's done in a bodysuit format, which then the bottom of it with the panty and the legging is the jean. It's deconstructed. That's why I got construction worker, which I was like, oh, this is a bop. So I was here for it. I saw the vision, Lucy, so I like it. I give compliments. I leave white Wendy Williams alone. I give her compliments, okay? Womp womp. She looked good. She did. Listen, I'm doing something like that's Gary's mother. Okay, that baby, listen, Lucy followed my baby Gary, and all of a sudden it was The Blind Side, and I saw my sister leave us on the field. I'm playing Gary. If you're watching this, play back. I love you, friend. For those of you who know Gary, you know the joke. That joke was real in the cut. Wait, keep it going. Keep it going. Luxnor, London. I want a different picture. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to be honest. If anybody else wore this, the girls would be dragging. However, is this a coat on backwards? Wait a minute. Oh, not me getting into the details. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just now staring at this for the first time. Like, Lux, no shade. I have watched this episode 3 times. This is the first time I'm getting into it. Okay? Because you move so much. I can't stare at the things you're wearing sometimes because you be moving. I think I'm watching, like it's like a magic eye. And I start to cross the sidewalk both ways. My eyes turn into a thank you. Don't insert drag queen. But listen, is it a coat backwards? Crisscross will make you. Okay, come on, Crash. I see you. Hades. Okay, listen. Can we talk about this? Now, this is real tea. So you do know how for some girls, like for example, if we go back to Jax's picture, how it worked for her because she had those warm tones on in that set. Oh, don't fall in that setting. And then we have this pink and then the black hair, which kind of blends so deeply into that. I'm not knocking this by any means. I think she looks cute, but I just know that if another girl would have tried to wear this, dragging, did a drag. She can pull a look. That is what I'm saying about her. She can pull a look that another girl's gonna look. Now this hair, it's giving me a couple of bottles of spritz. I want to say pump it up number 2, bitch. When I tell you the girls were spritzing, that hair is not moving. Do you hear me? It shrunk in the mail, girl. Oh my God. I do like her eye makeup. It's pretty. I love her eyes. It's interesting what she does with her nose contour. I very study the way she does it. It's like so interesting. It's not my favorite thing she's ever worn. I think it's a nice interview look. Oh, there we go. It's a nice interview look. For someone's show at 3 p.m. before Family Feud. Yep, it's a nice interview look before the Family Feud show. There we go. It's someone on television right now. Kelly. I'm logging off. Someone on television right now, Kelly Clarkson. It's giving. I'm going to show up, and it's drag day. It's June. You know what I mean? And we're going to have a whole bunch of queens up here. It's fine. It's fine. This would be nice for her first reunion if it was a Housewives series too. Also, did you notice that everyone had taglines? Did we notice that? I was like, what is this nonsense? What's happening here? Everyone had taglines. Some were little of them are good. Some are good. Some were good. Yeah. Some are good. I meant to write them all down. I'll do it for the panel. For tomorrow's episode, I'll have them all written down so we can rate the taglines. That's what we'll do for tomorrow's episode. I thought it was like, what? Malaysia, baby doll. Fox is next. Y'all know I love this queen. I've been called biased because of it. Don't forget Mistress. But listen, I think this is pretty. It's on brand for her. I have no complaints. Doesn't it just give you Chibiusa? Like, oh, doesn't it? I just love the hair. It's one of my favorite things from her that she does with this fox hair. I think that's so cute. I don't know why. It's just with the name too. It's like, it's drag. I just like it. Go ahead, Malaysia. Go ahead, sister. Meow, meow, meow. Marsha. Go ahead, Marsha. I thought this was cute. This is cute. I have no complaints. I love the oversized coat with it too. I thought it was cute. Piece to Mateo, it sure does look like she's about to do a Tasmanian devil rap. It certainly does. You show right, sister. It looks like she's about to get up there and go, blah, 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 blah. I'm rapping. I wonder if the same people who were talking about Selena's accent were also defending Iggy Azalea's rap voice. I'm not coming for anybody in this thing. I'm really referring to people on Twitter that were going in. Really nobody here, but yes, I'm just saying. It looks like she's about to marry a black man. Bring back my girls. Matt, don't say that. Listen, people are already like, you make me feel weird. And I'm like, girl, like, it's a joke, okay? It's a joke. It's a joke. Of course she's not gonna marry a black man. I'm kidding. Mistress Isabel Brooks. Can you imagine the thread from that, y'all? It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny. Like, for what? No, Mistress Isabel Brooks is next. Okay, work. This is cute. I was here for it. How dare he? I love her this drag makeup. Also, this is gonna be a thing. Oh. Princess Poppy is Puerto Rican. Princess Poppy cosplay as a Latin woman. Princess Poppy is dressed as Rebecca Glasscock with better makeup at the time. Oh my God. Like, someone wake Rebecca up. She's on TV. I think, to be honest, what would have been better? Oh, why didn't she do Alyssa Summers? Man, that would have been. Now, okay, listen, this is kind of, it gagged me for sure. It gagged me for sure. I ain't seen a white woman play a Latina since, well, Made in Manhattan. I'm kidding. Uh-oh. 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 I have to gather my breath. I can't even breathe. Why, Matt? Why am I here? Okay. Oh, girl, I know the Lopez's are upset at me today, but we're gonna be all right. You and the Afflecks. Woo, girl. Okay, listen. Oh, Omar, I haven't seen a white woman cosplay as Latina since Omar. That's it. Since Lisa Rinna. I'll take that one too. Anywho, I'm joking. I swear to God, I am joking. I promise you. Everyone knows Princess Poppy is not Rebecca. Anywho, I wish she had did Alyssa Summers since we haven't seen her like ever in a long time. And that maybe I don't know. Listen, she said she quit drag. I'm here for it. You know, a dressing room got air. I after that, I don't know, but I thought this was funny. It was funny. This was funny. It was like, oh, okay, like you did not just her reunion look or a look she did on the show. No. You did the entrance look when she came in some jeans and a top, and the girls were like, "What is this?" Oh, they were reading her that day. They were reading her that day. Listen, even if you were broke, my love don't cost a Ben Affleck. He had his chance, and now he's back. P. Diddy can't get me in that because of all the rumors of him being gay. I was there holding his hair when he was banging that boy from the Bombing Cafe. Oh, let me stop. Oh, listen. Listen. I know some people are watching the playback, and I know some people are going to have their points, and we're going to talk about Selena, and I have her back on this one. But let's keep going. Robin Fierce is next. Robin Fierce is in the same. What did I say about Ashanti? I didn't say nothing about Mrs. Burns. Mrs. Sideburns, if I'm really going to do it. Got fans. She would have to listen. I'd have to see them album sales to know how many fans she had. I'm talking about the old new shit, not the old stuff. And I do like Ashanti, okay? She sounded great on all of Jennifer's songs. Let's see here. Yeah, Robin gives me the same time frame as Jax. This is all that. Yeah, this is giving a lead. Well. Not that wig. The glasses and the red. Yeah, I can see our good sister wearing this, but she'd have pants on. Because Leah was the good girl. She wasn't about that bullshit. Even though she low-key had how to catch a what's up around her, Kelly of ours. I'm just saying, listen, hey. I thought this was cute. It's a nice look. I would like to see this in the club. I'd like to see this in the club. No, I said the wig is they were saying Aaliyah, and I'm like, Aaliyah would never. But I see her possibly being in some sort of movie in the 90s, or maybe possibly seeing her in The Fifth Element, and it's like some random scene, and she's got to walk through like, oh, bitch, watch where you're going, and she steps on through somebody. It's giving that tease. Or just work in the corner in a movie. Law and Order TV show, second season. Bye, Robin. I like your sister. It was good. Selena S. Titties as Chi Chi Rodriguez from Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmore. It's nice to see a feminine face in this form. John Leguizamo. Listen, I thought this was fabulous. I thought it was fabulous beautiful. I just watched this movie last week with my friends. I thought it was everything. Selena, thank you for giving me these shots because some people gave faces and you were like, no, Miss Mama, I'm giving you Chichi Rodriguez. I loved it. Little Latin boy in drag, why are you crying? It's because you two are so beautiful, you know. That's all. Can we talk about how Patrick Swayze actually had the nerve to say Mom's Mabley to Wesley Snipes? That was written in a script. Different time frame. Let me tell you something. Today, that would not have flied. But I thought about that the other day. I was like, damn, they had a whole joke about Noxema looking like Mom's Mabley. Never Forever, what contour? I saw a face that was painted, and that was it. Just that. Right here and done. Sasha Colby is next. All of a sudden, Coco Montrese is the only owner of blue contact lenses. Y'all are weird online here to say. This is very drag. Just her having on some like obnoxiously blue, green, red, yellow, whatever color contact lenses. I thought that was weird the other day. I was like, what? I ever feel like that's drag. That's what they do. Like they go put some contact lenses and what? I'm like, you better hold the same energy for Jamar 84. Boom, I did it, friend. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Now what? They were like, oh, this is Coco. Like, what? They must be tired of y'all women of color putting on blue contact lenses. I see. Because I'm like, I didn't think it was that. I think it was that deep. I think the outfit was cute. I got it. Next time I see Coco Montrese, I got to ask her. I hope she doesn't get pissed. I'm like, girl, do you know that they are actually, you are the creator and founder of aqua blue contact lenses, sister? You. High key, I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be very honest with you. Sasha, were you about to do a show after this? I wanted to ask her so bad. I was like, doesn't it look like she about to do a show like right after this? I said, she about to go perform. I was like, make your money. Keep. She is booked and busy. Were they last? They had to be. Sugar and Spice. They're pretty. They're gorgeous. You were already blessed with feminine features as gentle lady men, and now you just put on a corset and a dress, girl, and put on a wig, and it's like, woman, honey, you could be on someone's summer house show. Y'all could be on some sort of Sierra Key West, some nonsensical shit like that. Y'all could be somewhere having conversations about absolutely nothing, and the girls are going to eat you up. I'm witnessing this. Like, are you like, get really serious? Why have they not been given a show that literally only has transition music? That's it. All scenes, only sounds that you hear are clanking of like forks in the background, them talking about nothing. I'd be here for it. I could see it. That's it. That's all there. That's it. But they're gorgeous. Period. They're gorgeous. And they held the dolls too. I was like, oh, it's adorable. I'd watch it. I'd watch a reality show with them, but they need other characters. It can't just be them. Does that make sense? Like if we're gonna do, see now here's Matthew putting on his producer hat. Matty's. Let me sit down. Matthew is stepping in here. If I was to produce a show, since y'all want to do these gays of West Hollywood nonsense so fucking bad, you need to get drag queens involved as well as gay men, trans women, this, that, and the other, and do a whole like show, right? And it needs to be based MTV style around how they do reality shows, not 16 and Pregnant, not The Challenge. I mean, I can see some drag queens on The Challenge. That'd be fun. But I'm referring to the old. Listen, come here. As much as I never gave a damn about some Sierra West, Kristen, whatever the fuck her name was, Samantha, Sarah, the rest of them Becks, I didn't give a damn about them. There were days I would turn that shit on and just let it play. And then I would know their business because I just let it play. I never do that with ridiculousness. I never do that with other shows like 16 and Pregnant. I think that show is sad. No shade to those women, but it's sad, like watching that go down and the families and all that kind of mess. It's like, well, this is some personal business. I think that would be fun. I really would. It would be fun. It'd be a good time. I'd be here for the conversations. Hey, the Vegas show actually worked, but it was a little overproduced and you needed more people to be involved in it. That's all I'm going to say. But bring that shit back. I'm fine with other Drag Race spinoffs that don't have anything to do with reality competition, but maybe reality. Even scripted series is fine. I'm just saying. That's all. These two would be perfect on it. Perfect. They make their own script. They're perfect for reality TV. Girl, they don't have to do nothing but just open their mouth and say nonsense, which is what they did this entire reunion. It was nonsense. Johnny, I see you on my Cash App. Thank you for the tippy poo. For Adventure to DragCon. Thank you so much, baby, for the tip. Thank y'all for tuning in today. Please hit that like button, share, and subscribe. It's your boy, Matty Rants. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up button. Drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it with PayPal.me/MattyRants. Cash App $MattyRants. Venmo Rants. We're talking about RuPaul's Drag Race, the reunion. I have taken an hour of your time and have went through just the looks themselves as well as first initial thoughts of what's going on and have somehow made this entertaining. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Okay. Our favorite bald-headed savior and queen of drag, RuPaul, has now introduced us with this suit into a world of let's talk about this all over again. Here we go. Oh God, this is where I try to make something out of nothing. Everyone looks great sitting down. It's wonderful. Would y'all laugh at me if I told you I have really drawn a blank and I have forgotten everything? I kid you not. I'm over here like, wait, what did she say again? Because I just spilled everything in the first. I mean, that's the review, I guess. All right, thanks for tuning in. That's sad. Okay, boo. He's terrible at this. Okay, moving on. I have a game night to get to. Thank you. No. Okay, RuPaul wanted to know why Mistress is a thief. And Mistress was like, well, what can I say that's not going to get me in trouble? Look, I'm back on. I'm back on track. She basically also made Anitra an accessory to her crimes, as Anitra also stole Amethyst's baby, as well as a light bulb. I don't even remember. Yes. Omar. Okay, so for those of you who watched my reaction video on Patreon, you know I was powering through that sucker like, okay. Mm-hmm. 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 That was pretty much the majority of me. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, you are right. Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I found that so funny, but yes. Okay. Let me continue. Anitra is, wanted a little piece of her, a piece of the set to go with her. That's the first portion of this. Let's move forward. Let's move on. The twins are now given time to talk. I feel like RuPaul really did regret this moment of allowing them to speak freely, because by doing that, you have given them free range to just talk and just keep going and going and going and going and going. And I love how they start their sentences. It is so funny to me. Well, when I was thinking, like, it's the way they always go into the sunset, into the sky somewhere to find their points, and then you never get to them, and it's hilarious. Like, gotta love these two little idiots. I love them, honestly. Sugar sits there as like the first one to speak. And it's like, but I love all these girls and everybody around me and everybody's all my friends and stuff like that. And, I didn't expect to meet all these girls and to go through these moments and everything like this. I never did. Oh. And then, like, Spice will jump in, like, I think what my sister wanted to say was, at the same time, we as girls, we love you girls and all this kind of stuff. And we know, like, we were like baby greens and all that kind of things like that. And all of that. And, I'm thinking to myself, I love it. I love it. I love it. It's crazy. Because you guys, like, I knew people like Sugar and Spice at one point in time when I was going to a different school. Like the conversation I had earlier, when I went to Woodlands, I went to Westfield, two completely different schools, two completely different setup scenario situations. I knew people just like them. Just like them. And it's so funny. Because, like, really, RuPaul, the world is round. And there are people saying it's flat. Can you believe? Like, how is that possible? Oh, y'all are talking about the hand. That's right, because this hand is doing this. And, when you look up in the sky and you find your opinions and points, you're like, God, me, God. And it's like, no, me, God. God is me. Like that's where it's going. Thank you. Anywho, they're a hoop. I didn't know what they said. I didn't care. I laughed. I giggled. I also winced in the background. Why are you girls laughing at us? You're a hoot. You're a hoot. I don't know if you're high. I don't know if it's just, space and time in between your brain and the rest of it. I think they're fucking funny. Oh my God. S-Row, it's right here. They are very much Quinn. Okay. Oh, Matt. Come on, get the voice. Stacey. Stacey. No, Quinn. Wait, what was the ones? Oh, God dang, y'all are making me laugh. Hold on. Oh, Sandy, you can't talk like that. It's disrespectful to the rest of the girls. Tiffany was my favorite because it was. I'm sorry. I can't even get the voice out. It's so funny just thinking about it. Gwen, did you use my moisturizer? Oh my God. Sandy. Yeah, anywho. Watch Daria. It's an excellent show. If you've never seen it, what? You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for the laugh, shout. Shout out to S-Row for pulling up Daria. That was it for me. It was like, oh, perfect. Lawndale cheerleaders for sure. For sure. Quinn, as president of the fashion club, I don't think that your suggestions are really inspiring. G. Quinn, are you suggesting that I don't like you? Oh God, Mrs. Morgendorfer also was like the business too, mind you. Like she was everything. Anywho, RuPaul is enamored by the twins, and she also regretted at the same time giving them the moment to speak. It turned into a TED Talk, but it was fun. Everyone laughed around them. They enjoyed the twins' presence. They're a different version of drag, and of course, into the social media era, but they're still valid drag because they give. So there you go. Gorgeous. What else happened? RuPaul continues to go back and forth to Mistress because she is one of the main people who is narrating us through this entirety of the reunion. God bless you, my Houston sister. As you already know, I stand you, but at the same time, I'm like, bitch, let's be real. When RuPaul asked you a question, it wasn't some, I'm going to answer it like this, and I don't want to get in trouble. Bye. No, it was very, let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it pushing. Like that part. So, I was very, very pleased with the majority of this. But that joke about drag, what eras and errors. She said, I feel like some people got their errors mixed up. And once again, RuPaul just get kickled and cacked about this. Hey, in the middle of this live, I may have to take a pause real quick and do something for a second. So I may take like a 2-minute break, 3-minute break, but we're going to try to wrap this up because in reality, there's really nothing else to talk about except for a couple of moments. This is going to be the shortest review I ever do. Oh my gosh. Oh, we talked about all of this. Y'all, I look, if you don't want to do the review, hey, there wasn't even a pit stop this week. Fuck that. Okay. Bianca wasn't even ready for this. Okay. I was more inclined to do the looks, which was fun, and then just talk about the big main points of what happened here that I thought were actually interesting. Thank you for the super chat, Radler. The reunion was a snooze fest. I mean, you know, I stand by my point. Lux and Lucy fighting for this for a second is proof neither of them are going to win. Well, Jeffrey Mateus de Jesus, the way MIB and Lux carried this, I know they were not final two. RuPaul, let me tell you something. RuPaul, yeah, Lux and Mistress were making RuPaul cackle. There was also this point when Jax had made a statement and was like, I guess I should borrow some of Lux's delusion or confidence. Yeah, I should borrow some of her confidence and say, I won. And then when Lux had said, I mean, I don't just say it out of nowhere. Bitch, I hollered. That was funny. That was funny. Now I'm gonna tell you how they did this because I'm not gonna shade anybody else because really this is just a rehashing over all this nonsense and who was second, who was third, and I love how Sasha was like, how about they are arguing over who was second for each challenge that I basically was the winner on. So they're just arguing for who was basically not as good as me. I was like, oh. I'm going to go a lot deeper into this tomorrow on the panel and get my friends' opinions here. I do know that Jax did speak, but it only was until spoken to. Amethyst, you I think had, along with Jax, the least amount of camera time until you were spoken to. It was very speak until spoken to. I mean, looking at this, I would the same. There was this moment you even talked about Lucy. Well, I remember you in the dressing room, and it was kind of like, oh, you just wanted to say something. Oh, okay. Next. Kevin Bacon made an appearance. I love how Kevin Bacon was in a horror movie that was set in conversion therapy, basically. And here he is telling Lucy to let loose. I thought that was funny. Oh, God. Aaron Williams, it's very odd watching these drag girls throw all these subliminals on Twitter, but like the fuck was all this energy on the actual reunion? Because no, it was a huge 2-hour disappointment, to be honest. Like, I'll give Irene this. At least she brought something to the table, which was a lot of drama. I mean, she had a little moments here and there, but yeah, it was a little light for me. I was hoping there was going to be more to take in. Mistress was responding to, I don't know. Mistress held it down for me. Lux held it down. Lucy was speaking whenever she was necessary. You know, it was really not a lot happening here. Harold Lopez, Amethyst was serving Zazu from Lion King and Shrek. Oh no, you just said to her, oh, that was a nose joke. Oh, ah! Yeah. So RuPaul wanted to show how many people were supporting Lucy's song by showing 2 queens from Drag Race letting loose. Anitra very much gives the voguing, or should say the ballroom community, a breath of fresh air, or at least a sigh of relief to hear her say Vogue-ish and not just go out and say that she's voguing. So that way all the people who have had their arguments in between can shut up and just let her dance. And she is inspired by voguing, but she is not in the ballroom community. But maybe soon, maybe so, maybe so. Quiet storm, each. Malaysia Baby Doll Fox had to explain the whole Marsha picking situation. Mistress basically cleared and said, girl, she knew I wasn't going to pick Celine Dion. That's why she chose Marsha. This we already went through in Untucked. We got to the whole moment of Mistress versus Jax and who should win. And Mistress was like, I do my own style of drag. Jax was able to speak in this very moment and have a conversation about something they did on the show. To not be included in any of the good lip syncs, though. Ooh, 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 Jax, I felt some kind of way for you. RuPaul said nothing of the sorts for you, sister girl. No, she did not, baby mama. She said, oh, well, my favorites were everybody, but no, I'm just playing. I did not. I thought that was kind of rude. I was like, really? Like, that's the only ones we're talking about? Like, that little girl was running around town. I thought that was interesting. But again, MIB and Jax were keeping it cute. Selena couldn't titties herself and had to say, well, I still thought it was Jax. I just hated she made the statement where it looks like she has a whole mask on. Like, no shade. It's like, oh, that would have actually read better if it went in, blended. But yes, yeah, the contour is severe. Anywho, Lucy also said, you know, she felt the same way. But yeah. Oh, first of all, Mistress is so fucking funny because she's like, I just find it funny that the 2 girls having this conversation, or who had said that, didn't even make it to the finals. But that no tea. Well, we see who made it to the grand finale and who didn't. So one thing about Mistress is if a girl get hurt, she's not going to just let it be. It's, oh no, I'm going to give you one quick one. Like, Coke. I mean, I would feel a certain way too if I came in the back and I was feeling hype about myself. And then someone's like, Oh, girl, she ate you up. Oh, she ate you alive. Oh, yeah, Miss Thing. Oh, she did? Okay. That me too. I'm gonna be on that same kind of shit. Let's go over who you picked, Miss Mom, and let's go over what you did, Miss Girl. I've been like, Lucy, I don't know why you sitting back here. Both you and Miss Low Key Spice ate you up. So what's seed? Telling you. Telling you. RuPaul enjoys, of course, the cackling back and forth. This is what makes her shows, grab Emmys. Lucy responded, I just was answering the question, which, mistress, that's fine. But again, like, yeah, you said it. Anywho, RuPaul was actually quite generous this evening while she was throwing bones at Amethyst and Robin, because reminder, this was a storyline. Reminder, this was a storyline that was given more time in the flashback than it was to actually then proceeding to have a conversation about it. I'd be embarrassed for the both of you. Robin, I would never have told nobody. Let me be quiet. No, let me be quiet. I'm not going to say that girl's real estate is low now. I would have never. Like, oh. Anywho. She's like, I think she has drag delusion. We have different stories. This wig is a different story. That's for goddamn sure. Moving on. Apparently, we had to pull Aura into this. I love how Aura, don't you have someone who had a crush on? I thought they were going to say Jax. But apparently, Princess Poppy was somebody that they were interested in. And, I can't take her seriously in this outfit. I can't and I won't. She said it's 7 inches. I was like, oh, the bar. Aura is getting married. Congratulations to you, baby. Next, moving forward. Coco Montrese, not in blue contacts. They had a fan. Okay, hold up. This was bullshit. Why? You said fan questions. These are queens from Drag Race Live. These are not fan questions. These are co-worker questions. These are co-worker questions. This is boo. I thought this was dumb. I was like, fans. No, these are people who you've put through the machine. You low-key played this one in All Stars too. Hi, y'all. Like, let's not do this today. Coco was asked in the middle of her taking a break while she was about to do a show, Marsha ×3, have you done your better makeup? Do I look orange, girl? Marsha is coming out with the Bare Minerals collection in collaboration with Alicia Keys, so we can see how little makeup is on their face. I don't know. Maybe she is coming out with the makeup line. Good for Marsha. Asia O'Hara looks fucking great. Doesn't she? Go in, bitch. Asia asked a question. It was, who is your favorite drag queen? Sasha, once again, brought Monica up. We had that same conversation towards the previous episode. Monica Monroe, one of the legendaries. Deja Sky. Now, doesn't this bitch look familiar? Deja Sky. Shout out to Deja. Deja came on this season and did a co-review with me, and she is still supposed to come in for this finale next week. So hopefully we'll see her back again. Make sure you subscribe to Deja's channel. But Deja then asked Robin a question so Robin can speak, and it's about her time at Best Buy. Robin said she can help her get a 75-inch screen out the TV. We found out more about Robin working at Best Buy moving forward. Aquaria has a different contour. I didn't know who that was at first. I was like, Giselle Lullaby? No, Aquaria is here in front of us. If you did not see her, I'm not shading you, Aquaria. You're my sister. Hey, bitch, we talked. Hey, friend. That's a new nose. I was like, girl, what? This is a whole new contour for me. I was like, what? It's broad. It's wide. It's different. I sound like Tanera Double Chocolate. It's different. I didn't know how to recognize her. I didn't recognize her. I really didn't. I was like, who is this? A cook? A cook? Like, who is this? A cook? Aquarium couldn't be. She asked Irene a question. Are you a bitch? Yeah, I might be. RuPaul asked the question, and a mistress said I blocked her. She had to seriously ask mistress because mistress be trolling. Mistress laughed at herself because she was like, I was just kidding. But you see how it got taken that level. Like, girl, you're playing too much. Sugar had a lot of nice things to say about Irene, so Irene could really understand that when Irene's being Irene, I asked Spice, like, oh my God, they got a lot of bitchy queens this season. But like in reality behind all of that stuff with Irene, Irene's actually amazing. Thank you, Cher. We appreciate you. Derek Barry asked a question to Lucy LaDuca of Delusional Proportions. I forgot the question. I forgot the question. Oh my God. I forgot the question. I forgot it. I totally forgot the question. I totally forgot it. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot the question. What was the question again? What did Derek ask? I totally forgot. Listen. If I'm going to zoom on other girls, Derek can get a zoom too. Speaking of which, Derek is actually really, really amazing. Not actually, but honestly, really great on Drag Race Live. So if you ever get a chance to see Derek perform, it was a bop. I was like, okay, bitch, she is Britney. Down. Derek asked a question I forgot. Oh, blaming it on the edit. And Lucy, I did like Lucy's response, though. Lucy's response was funny. I've been hacked. That was hilarious. That was cute. I enjoyed it. That was funny. Look at me. See, we learned. We remembered. Did Marsha do Derek's makeup? We saw Marsha's eyebrows, so no, Marsha couldn't have done that makeup. That makeup was all centered. I was like, they painted around the radius. I was like, oh. Now, I don't know who called these people up on this good old weekend, on this good given Sunday to have these kind of conversations, but your mama is not going to be checking me on national television. Robin, your mother got up on here, listen, giving you all kinds of, I just got off work. I don't know why these people are asking me to ask these questions. Okay. Your mama came from Mistress talking about her wig, sister. I felt attached to that question because I dragged you for that as well. No lies were told. I'm here for her mother sticking up for her, but like your daughter had low-key a plastic hat on with some hair on top. No shade. Like it needed a wig cap underneath. It was true tea. But it was cute. It was cute. Mistress took it in stride and then did the whole little bit, have a blessed night, the full bit. That was adorable. Now, Aura's mom, listen, I'm telling you, all the early out girls, their mothers have came to play. They were not, bitch, they had to sit through the whole season and watch the person who made their children feel bad get to, continue on and succeed. But Aura's mama rolled up in here and with a smile said, Spice, how dare you say my child's name when you know she would have wore you out in that lip sync, and smile. Look at her. This is a bank photo. This is her key card photo for the call center job. Doesn't Aura's mom look like she work in HR? She give me that HR lady, the one that you only see during the holiday parties. Listen. Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in. I need to run outside for a quick second and grab something. I'm going to put the video on pause for a moment. If you're in the live now, I know you're my moderator. Please moderate the chat for a second. It'll give me 5 minutes, less than that. I'm going to be right back. We're going to continue on with the show. Give me just a second. Matty Dibs out. Thank you for your patience. I'm back. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We lost 60 of you. Bitches. Kidding. I know. It's like, girl, where you go? Come back. Sorry. I had to run that quick errand. And what happened was I was looking for my current glasses. I had to get my old glasses. Child. Monty BB was, yes, he was. Anywho, yes, he was. Okay. So let's get into this portion of the program in reference to what I was talking about here, because guess what? I had a moment of being lost in what was going on. Like, I was like, wait, what is this? Did we go back in time? Is MTV like going back to its old ways? And are we going to have Kurt Louder? Like, are we going to have all those people? I had no idea what was going on at this point. I was like, what the fuck is this? It was a Yellow Jackets commercial, but I had to include this because it gagged me. Like this gagged me. I was like, it brought back all the good feels. This is when MTV was like on its shit. This is when it was actually really good. This one was really good. Oh, I miss those days. Not all the reruns that we get now, but yeah, I was here for it. So on to the reading challenge. I need to fix this hair. Children. How do I have it? I had this up, down. So listen. Selena had a funny joke. I mean, she did call like Spice like every twink possible, but the other one I thought was hilarious. Let's see here. Here we go. Skerplush. Sorry. We had to butch the hair up when we went outside for just a second. You know, we had to butch it up real quick. Just real quick. It was, for me, it was Sasha's joke for Aura when it was like, I forgot the word she used. I kept looking back to find, I forgot to do the subtitles for it. It was the man. That joke was so fucking funny. It was something like Aura Mayari, more like, or yes, my eyes, yeah, no, like my eyes, eek, yeah. It was so funny. I don't know why it made me laugh. Oh, it was a cackle for me. I was done. But it was more so Mistress in Malaysia. Mistress, she was like, Malaysia. No, they made a Fat Albert baby doll. Oh, but Malaysia quick. I didn't know they made fat Cabbage Patch dolls, bitch. I said yes. But you had to catch it. She said it like this, like quiet as it's kept, and then she went, ugh. Oh, I had a fun time with this part. This made me laugh. I thought that was funny. Then RuPaul gave the queens who did not have an opportunity to be in the reading challenge to speak their peach. I meant to say peace. I said peach. Oh, that sounded okay. Speak their peach. Oh my God, that was an accident. My bad. Okay, so Sugar did her best comedian impression. She low-key read Robin in the process, said Irene had more screen time than Robin. I was like, was that for Robin or was that for Irene? Look at Irene. Irene, it looks like you just are not breathing. I want to give her oxygen so bad. Peaches, 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 peaches. Anywho, then Spice made a joke about Sugar being in her shadow like Michelle is Saru. People found that funny. There's a lady with a whole Walmart t-shirt back here. Princess Poppy, that was a funny joke about Aura. You know, you're all muscled and stuff, but the only thing, but your hole is the only thing that's ripped. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Then it is true. I did give someone COVID on set. That would explain why Lucy has such bad taste. Wow. I enjoyed the setup of the joke. I thought that one was a pop. I was like, ooh. Irene looks crazy sitting down, like Erica Jane, and in the wrong outfit for the wrong reunion. It's giving that. No oxygen. Lots of lost circulation. We're gonna have to amputate, okay? But she reading them in a Walmart t-shirt, low key. Now, Irene's joke. You know, it started. Who did she read first? Was it funny? Did I find it funny? What was her for? Who was it for? Sasha Colby. She tried to say that Sasha is full of lots of filler and saline and 8 injections. When Sasha literally rebounded that honey, that's you. I wasn't ready for when Sasha had returned to Cinder. That's you. Oh, so we started laughing because Sasha saved the joke just like the water. And then, you know, we got the second. This is the next joke. The next joke was, you know, Selena, you know, I know all about being fake. This, you know, you've had this, you've had that, but I've never seen a queen, you know, with a fake accent. And I know some people have found her accent to be annoying. And some people feel like, oh, well, she's not actually Latina, or she's a white Latina, so she can't. Da, da, da. And like, I've already heard all that. It is still weird when a white person literally tells you about your fake accent to a person of color from a situation and scenario in a scene that they have never felt, lived, experienced, or done. I can, like, if I were to go to LA tomorrow and, like, you know, if I were to go to LA tomorrow and I were to talk to people that know Selena, and I know a lot of people that do know Selena, they'd be like, oh no, she, like, there's people like that around her, like that. You know, that she from there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's her environment. That makes sense. There's also the point about, and I made this earlier about code switching, where it's like, I may not talk to you the same way I talk to somebody else. And also, it depends on the scenario and situation that I'm in on when I'm going to change the way that I speak. As somebody who is Black that has grown up in Houston, Texas, going to completely different schools at moment, different work environments, the full bit. Honey, when I was working for a Fortune 500 company compared to the job at the hotel as a actual valet, tone, texture, all of it is different. Now, do I think intelligent, actually, stupid? Do I think that Irene is racist? No, I don't think Irene is racist. Do I think her joke was tone deaf? Yes. Do I think it was funny? Mm-mm. If that can't be respected, I'm gonna look at you funny. I'm just saying, like, I already got people telling me the same shit based off of a couple of videos that I've done. And they're like, oh, he don't even talk like that in person. You don't know me. I talk completely different in front of my family. I don't give them this. They don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So that was my issue with the joke. I still don't think I don't think that Irene's an ass or a racist. I don't think that. I was like, that's the one. You could have read Selena for many things. Something that would have to do with her actual background and where she's from. That kind of gets out. Huh? David, I said the same thing. You have a whole white woman cosplaying as Rebecca Glasscock up here, and everyone applauds it, and you want to then take anger at Selena being mad that she was basically told that she should be talking completely different. Can you imagine? Oh, girl, that would wear me out if I like that'd wear me out. It already has worn me out because I've been in spaces where it's, why do you talk like that? Why don't you talk like, it's weird? I don't know. Maybe the joke worked better in her head, like the watered bit. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe she was around a bunch of other people that found that joke funny because none of them were. I don't know. Maybe listen, I don't know what's up over in her neck of the woods. I don't know. It wasn't funny to me. But I don't think she's malicious or like that kind of person. I really want to stress that. Because you know how people are like, she made that joke, so she must be. I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's that deep. I don't want us to go there. I don't want us to do that. I just thought it was tone deaf, if anything. Now, Selena S. Titties was El Fuego. On fire? Oh, Matthew, my Spanish is terrible. Fuego. Okay? Roja Fuego. Hot red fire. I don't know where I said, bitch. Okay, listen. Bitch, I would like to think that she said more than okay, white girl. I would like to think that we had an edited down reaction. Caliente, there we go. I would like to think that was completely edited down because her just getting okay, white girl. I said that may have been the kindest thing that she could have said in that moment because I know bitches that would have done worse for less. Okay, I was like, oh. And I'm gonna show you RuPaul's face because after that's done, Selena gives us an eye roll. She's not happy about this. RuPaul pivots the conversation, and I want you to go back and watch the scene because she then says, let's move on, but she looks back up. She looks back up, and this is at Selena's direction, and it's almost like, I'm going to keep a smile, but I'm looking to see if this is going to continue on further. And I'm not sure. And I'm thinking to myself, like, well, let's be real. The joke wasn't funny. It felt like it was based off of social media interactions with people saying Selena doesn't have a real accent. So that's where Irene's joke came from. Unless that's something that they've been talking about as a group, which doesn't seem like that would be the case. But I'm breaking this down a lot deeper than it needs to be done. Ash, we don't take. I wouldn't. I'm very tired of that very weird argument. The unoppressed oppressors. Like what, girl? Anywho, let's move forward. I listen. Look at them legs open. It's all that filler. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. What happened? What else happened on this ship? What else happened here? Lucy's smiling. Something went down. I don't even know what this picture's for. What took place? What was this about? Oh, it's the gates. It's the gates. We had a lot of this season, huh? We did. We had a lot of it this season. Ooh, Fem Bill, man. Let me tell you something. Anywho, I think the main point of this portion of the reunion was more so to get Lucy to have her say without it being online and on social media in reference to, you know, no, that's not it. We're almost there. This was more so about, Mistress getting involved in her and Lux over the Bacon Gate. They said Heaven Gate. I say Bacon Gate. They move past it. It's nothing. It's whatever. It's his show. Like this. So who cares? This is so not that deep, right? Right. I mean, we can talk about it, but it's really not that deep. Like this is not one of those moments like everyone hate Lucy because of everyone hate Lux because no, it's we're fighting for a part. It's a TV show. We need to be seen first and as the best so we can get $200,000. Fuck you. Let's move forward. Like that's that for me when I think of these shows. Now, the wig bit was better handled in person where Irene was like, I'm just trying to make sure that you weren't buying a wig and you were getting fucked over on it. And I'm like, well, it didn't seem that way, but okay. At the same time, Lux took this in stride where she was like, okay, it wasn't 40 inches. It wasn't 40, but you want to say those things. So it was a little moment. Now they get into looks that weren't aired on the show. This is another moment where I thought, where is Irene coming from? Because everybody's photo is fucking edited the house down. We have Amethyst again, who got to explain an outfit that they didn't wear. I thought that was lovely. I was like, wow, Amethyst, they there you go again. They gave you another little 3 minutes, 3 seconds on the show. Aura's outfit was received well. And then we get to Malaysia Baby Doll Fox's, I believe this was, I forget which runway this was for, but she was explaining the outfit. We get here. No one is saying anything crazy. Irene, out of nowhere, I need to know who was the person who retouched your face. Everyone had everything like even Mistress, like you should look like a sexy Mrs. Claus, like, and all that. I thought that was so like, girl, what is going on this good day? It was a good look. It was for everybody to say glove. Okay. So yeah, it's like what like okay, once again, Irene, a miss. Like what who are you? Who is that girl? What are we doing? Like, even at that point, I'm like, oh, what? It's a drag photo. Like, what do you think? Are your photos not edited? Is this real? Are we really doing this today? Anywho, the irony of it all, as Irene's, doing all that, and Malaysia's like, this is my face. Try me again, bitch. Irene's photo comes up, and oh, Malaysia, when I tell you, you are just like your sister Mistress Isabel Brooks, because bitch, when you've been set, you're on go, bitch. She said, and they should have edited this face. Oh, I was weak. I was weak. I said, oh yes, you better get her. Get your lick back. Very that. The Golden Boot Award. Everybody say hetero. Listen, Matty Morphosis, who got the Golden Boot Award and is still holding that tradition very well with this look. High key giving me a knitted princess bubblegum. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah, knitwear for Princess Bubblegum. A very adventure time, proportions and all. Is here to present it from the fluffy walls of their drag corner for their show. I'm happy Matty Morphosis is used. It would be nice to see other YouTubers who have been covering the show for years have moments like these on the show. I'm not just talking about me. I'm just saying. But I thought it was cool to see her again. Of course, Poppy was back. The only other man that would sit in her lap in her life, his life. But the nominees are Marsha's tie-dye look, which I was like, this is the Marsha look that we're saying is the worst? Because this one? Jax's tie-dye look tie-dye to die for. We have a lot of, we should have done the board and milk cow if we really wanted to do this today. This was terrible, but it was like, okay. And then we have Selena Estides. Someone made this outfit. Like, I didn't like this outfit, but I could tell you that there were other ones that were much, much worse than this one, in my opinion. I was like, there have been worse outfits that I have seen this lady wear on this show. No one said it's not bad. This is bad, but I feel bad that the person who made this outfit literally got an award for a bad outfit, and they were given to them subliminally through Selena. Like, Selena, do you give them the boot? I don't know. Anywho, I thought it was weird. I was like, you could have chosen it from the actual design challenge where they had to make them themselves. And that way it's not a designer's work being low-key given a very sarcastic award that has no value to it besides being that you had the ugliest outfit on the season. Here comes a shoe that we got from Shoe Carnival and glued to a statue and spray painted gold outside the parking lot right across from Willem's studio. Just saying. I wish they would have just kept it in the design challenge, like Lala Ree's was in Matty Morphosis. Both of their looks came from design challenges. This is not that. So it was like, oh, okay. Selena then got to shake the hand of somebody with olive skin and smelled a boot afterwards. The conversation that caused a ruckus online, Lucy's feelings about Lux's opinions of her in a situation like this. Lucy got to express themselves and speak their mind. Lux stood their ground in reference, but also tried to verify that I didn't say you were terrible completely. I did make the statements that I did make, though. I did give you compliments in the same breath, which for Lucy is like, but you still said something nasty, so what's up? And on top of it, you read me in a fucking puppet wig, which I think, Lucy, if you don't watch my review, bitch, I was like, girl, high key, I said that. Let me find out. Let Luce over here be in my comment section and she don't be saying nothing. Hey, Lucy. You know the girls watch. I'm just saying. I was like, girl, that was my read. I literally go back and watch the tapes. I literally was like, girl, she had the nerve to come for her in this puppet. Anywho, moving forward here, it's not the point. I'm just saying. You know they watch, but I thought that was kind of funny. I was like, Lucy, let me find out. You took that one for my book. It was a funny joke. I don't get paid for them like Ali Wong, but it was funny. Oh goodness. But no. There were questions. Bernie raves. Hi, Matty. It's me, Lucy Latuca, watching it. Oh goodness. Oh, Bernie, I know you're not Lucy, but shout out to Lucy if she is watching. the Sasha Colby meet and greet did happen, and I do love that this photo was taken. This was such a cute moment. She was like, "Mother, auntie, let's take our picture now," and then she referenced Sasha's read from the reading challenge in the joke when she was like, what did she sign, mister?" She said, MIB, massive intestinal block. I was like, oh my God, that was like that was bravo, very that. RuPaul only did this with Lux and Mistress. And with Anitra on occasion, it was a light chuckle because she's very quiet when she's reading. And then it was very that. I enjoyed seeing RuPaul pick out her all-stars from this reunion. No shade. Unseen footage. I love how Ariana Grande is like, oh yeah, that's me. I run the Reddit account. Oh, you do? Ariana, I wouldn't take ownership of that because I have a problem with you then if that's the case. I was like, I wouldn't take that ownership. I wouldn't do that. That would definitely not be the joke you want to, not with me. Not if I ever find out, girl. I touch people. I'm the one that walks up to you in the club. Bing, 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 bing. Yeah, that's me. I would not take that ownership. Because then I can put a pin and find it. Okay, like, girl, you got something to say? Boop, boop. Let's go. Anywho. There were moments of conversations that were deep. Or performing with an artist that I don't recognize in this picture because they look like another artist, and if I say their name, people may be offended, so I'm not. But it was important because of what's going on in Nashville, Tennessee with drag, Tennessee in general, and United States in general. And it was, showcasing that we are in the room. And Robin at Yale Law reading a story to grown adults at a place where a lot of people who graduated there are putting these laws together. And then Irene made a statement about it's not just drag, it's about trans women too. And when I tell you the way Sasha, I don't even know if that was intentional, but I was kind of like, I did this when Sasha was like, well, as a trans woman, I can actually speak on this. And I was like, the way my face went there. I was like, wait, did she mean that? Because I felt it. It was the way it was like, well, speaking as a trans woman, I think I would have, it wasn't just like rude, but it was like, because you would be the one to talk about this. You for sure, for the years and experience that you've had and that you've worked and done. It was like, of all the people with 20 plus years of bitch, that's the girl who I want to have this conversation with because they've been there on the really tough days. Because like 90s and coming up early 2000s, that baby, like I was like, oh no, let's move this conversation through. But I was here for Sasha and the way she speaks so eloquently. She's like, oh, I don't want to give my passion answer, but I was just like, yeah, but very that. But I need to know who this man is right here. I need to know who this man is right here, right there. Are you an ally or are you going to be inside my ally? It's a government official, Matty. Listen, he showed up on screen. I can only speak of the things on my television screen. That's all I'm saying. I was looking. I was staring. It's a blue suit. That's a good sign. It's a navy. Listen, if a man owns a blue suit and a brown belt with a shoe cup, that's a good one. Pick him up. He can dress. It's a good thing. Oh, he is? Oh, Julio, you are a nightmare. Do you just come in here and hurt my feelings, young man? Or are you speaking from experience? Don't do that. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Stephanie! One of my favorite people in the entire universe. Always so generous. Sorry, I fell asleep. Heart from Romania. Listen, no sorries here, babe. It's late over there, and you know I talk extensively. All my love back out to you, baby. All my love. You have no idea. Yeah, don't do that. Listen. There are a bunch of 5'8" tops out there ready for a little climbing. Okay, listen. I don't know what's going on. He can let loose inside of here. Maybe. For sure. Lucy had an emotional moment. It was nice. RuPaul on camera. Joel, don't I know it? I'm the queen of drag, told Sasha Colby, I'm the queen of drag. And I'm amazed by you. Bitch, when I tell you I had to rewind that part back later, I was like, RuPaul was really in her shit. And she was feeling every bit of her puss when she said that. You couldn't tell this 6'9" black man a goddamn thing. No, you could not. No, you could not. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Why I see this name Chubby Moose for this cat, and it makes me think of a particular person. Are you a part of the Girl World universe? Let me find out. Because that's what she used to call Sam. Chubby Moose. Chubby Moose. Can you tell I'm in Girl World? Oh, anywho. I was like, well, there it is. See, yep, I am. Okay. I was like, wait, I know that cat. Isn't that that is crazy. Then I can, like, even with me covering Drag Race and me being aware of like YouTube, other shows and stuff like that, that is, I literally in a whole nother universe of different topics, whatever, I can see Sam in BBJ just from somebody's avatar. That's crazy. Oh yeah, it's after DragCon. Aaron, once I leave DragCon and come back home to Houston, it's gonna be a final sweep through of the house. I'll be filming the whole thing, being like, okay, everybody, we're getting ready to get the cat, going to the adoption place, getting the cat, the full bit. It's coming. So yeah, May is when I don't want to get emotional talking about it, but yes, May is when I become a cat dad. I'm so excited. I really want to do it now, but if I did it now, I wouldn't go to drag. If I got that cat now, I would be absorbed. Okay. Be absorbed. LOL, I miss Sam and BBJ. I'm just glad that Sam is in a good home. Not quite sure. I think so. And that BBJ is somewhere where, they're being taken care of, because that was nonsense. What happened with those cats? That was absolute nonsense. I've had cats before. My first cat's name was called Dukes, from the Dukes of Hazzard, and he was an insane orange tabby. That cat almost killed me several times. I woke up with that cat on my face in the mornings, but I loved that cat to death. I loved him. We had to move, and my mom gave my cat away while I was at school. I'll never forgive her for that. Well, rest in peace, Mom. But no, they had to get rid of, we had dogs and cats and stuff when we were moving, and we lost everything. So they did it while we were at school so we wouldn't be traumatized, which was more traumatic coming home and realizing that, oh, I don't have a cat or a dog. Oh my gosh. That'll be another story another day, y'all. I'll tell you that story another day. It's a long one. It was one of those real life moments where it was like, holy shit, what's happening? And everything around you is crumbling, and you're like a kid. You're like, what am I supposed to do? You learn. Why did I do Irene like that? Oh yeah. So Irene the alien has this wonderful noggin here today because she asked Mistress about something that had nothing to do with their time on the show, but more so off the show, or something that was said on the show, but that was told off the show. And this was such a weird moment, but I thought it was funny and messy at the same time. So I was going to hear for it. And she's like, I have something I need to say, Mistress. And I'm thinking, like, what is she about to ask her? So do you remember, like, when you got off the show and you were home and you called me and you said that Lucy said that I look like my filler is sagging? You said that about Lucy, don't you remember? And Mistress is like, girl, I told you that. Like, she doesn't even remember, like, even saying that kind of stuff. It was weird. And Mistress couldn't even like really speak on it because it was kind of like, girl, did I? And of course, Sasha, like, girl, you be making up stuff on purpose to get people riled up, which we know Mistress trolls on purpose. She trolls folks. So I feel like maybe Irene was trolled in that moment and she didn't realize it. And that conversation wasn't real, but she made it up just to see what Irene would say, to see if she would run back to it. But Irene went back to Lucy and asked the question about it. And then apparently you stopped talking to her for 3 months over something that she's like, I didn't lie about it, but it's like, I don't know what happened. I don't even know what happened. Quan, Lucy knows she said that shit. I don't know what was going on, y'all. I made it's 2 hours. I mean, like for 5 minutes. How long was I away when I walked away, y'all? Like 5-6 minutes? I was walking fast. I also had to find pants because I was in my shorts. I was not walking outside of my drawers. Why do I have a picture of Amethyst up here? Oh, Amethyst wanted to know. It was 5 minutes. It's okay, I did good. She wanted to know who stole her baby. Poor girl. Anitra stole her baby. Losing Isaiah all over again. I mean, technically, Amethyst has on one of Halle Berry's shitty wigs, so, you know, she's in character. Half of her. Is that it? Is that all I have? Is that all I have? That's all I have. That's it. That's it, kids. Give yourselves a round of applause. Give yourselves a round of applause. We did it. We made it through the Reunited reunion. I pitter-patted through this. I talked about the main points in detail with you. So let's not act like I didn't give you a review today for the girls that get mad. Oh, bitch, fuck that and fuck you if you hated this today. I made this funny and I walked away from this camera for 5-ish minutes and still came back and held it down. My puss is on fire. Okay? Get like me, son. Get like me, girl. Big titties. No, anywho. We really didn't, like, at all. Nothing, not to shade it. We just didn't. We just watched RuPaul ask questions out of drag. You know what I'm saying? So it was very that. I was still entertained, nevertheless. I did like certain things that we got to know or unseen footage that we didn't see. I love the interactions back and forth. You already know who I felt was basically holding down this conversation. I pray Selena gets in a better headspace. I saw her tweets about the situation. I support my Libra sister, regardless of how I felt her acting today. She clearly was hurting and didn't want to be there and had to fulfill the obligation. And so that was just a tough time and a tough spot to be in. It's almost like you made it all the way that high in the top 6 and they're barely even talking to you at the reunion. You know what I'm saying? Maybe me, Jay McCullough. I mean, I might be too colorful for the folks, but maybe me. I don't know. Anywho. Patty, I see you on my PayPal. Thank you for the tippy poo, my darling. I appreciate you down. Patty Pat. I'm wrapping this up. Let me see here. Hold on. Yeah, I'm wrapping this up. I'm about to go do game night tonight. Have myself a good old time with my friendly dens. I don't know what you're doing and where you're at, on what part of what side of town, wherever you're at in this world. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling blessed. I hope you're not stressed. I hope that whatever is happening for you, that you're working on, I hope those dreams do come true. I hope those plans do come to fruition. I hope that whatever you put your mind on, I hope you got it. Oh, that's right. I did say I was going to talk about Bob and Mistress and Tyra. Yeah, I'm going to do that too. Let me still keep my point though. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling well. I hope it's there. I'll come back to that again. I was ready to go. I was ready to go. All right. Bob and Mistress were going back and forth online, and of course, this led them to say we should do a wrap off. This is all over the blaming it on the edit mix and Bob having their opinions, and then of course, Monet really having Bob's side. You know what I'm saying of this, but oh, there's no spoilers, Sachi. This is just something that happened online. It's definitely no spoilers here. Who do I think won? Oh, Bob, for sure. Because Bob. Bob had more bars and it was cleaner. I did enjoy Mistress's track. I still would buy it on iTunes. She had maybe 2 good lines. Two. The sweater one was funny, sister. The sweater joke was good. But Bob, one maxi challenge win. And the 3 chins bit was too much for me. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. That was a lot. So I think Bob wore her out low-key. But it still was fun and it was great to see. It also was really good social media banter back and forth. It was really smart to do. All this back and forth like that. Like, y'all need to recognize that was a very intelligent way of promoting each other, as well as doing something the fans would have liked to have seen online. So them doing that was brilliant. I was like, look at them making money and also getting all this traction on their channels for doing this kind of bit. That was brilliant. I was here for it. The interview with Tyra Ross. I had to chew it. I'm sorry. I was trying not to. Cough drop ASMR. Can you taste the Ricola? Okay. Now, you may not like what I have to say, and you may feel this is pointed at you directly. It might be, but I want y'all to hear me loud and clear. What we've been talking about with King Tyra, somehow this interview with Joseph, all of a sudden, you get it. I was pressed a bit at some of the comments that I was reading of, oh, this was what we needed to see. And oh, now it's been explained so much better. Hold on. So you couldn't decipher that from the first initial points that they were making? Everyone kept telling me to go look at it. And I was like, I already know what's going to happen. She's going to say everything that she's been saying. And somehow, some way, it's going to be more digestible for you through this man's platform, who I'm not reading, but I'm like, did you need this white baby holding her hand or something? I don't understand. Everything was very clear. Y'all overdid it. You took her weight. All the over exaggerations. To hear the stuff that I heard that about a certain company basically calling the FBI on her, the whole you need to make an apology bit, but however, I was like, baby. If this ain't Nick Cannon's storyline for his comments about a certain community of people where he almost was completely banned off the network, then all of a sudden he did what he was supposed to do, and now he's back and doing what? Girl, the Michelle Visage comment. Those were the early days of Drag Race, I'm telling you. And then the full bit with how they did her at DragCon. I mean, even we all could see the disrespect that was happening. But let's be very clear. Everybody in that room was here for how disrespectful they were being towards Tyra. And now all of a sudden that you've seen this interview in green hair and an orange suit, you're going to tell me now you just caught up? Tyra Ben deserved that kind of respect and a lot better from others. You just didn't want to listen to her because it was coming from her mouth directly. I felt a ways watching it because I was like, yes, duh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. And then I'm reading shit like, it's crazy because it's been happening to Tyra, but it's still happening to the girls now. Okay, and so what are we doing about it? If you got a friend that do that shit and you're allowing them to do that, but that's my friend, you're a part of that problem. Don't roll with people like that. That's a part of you too. They say birds of a feather flock together. I don't rock with people who are transphobic. I don't rock with people who are homophobic. I don't do any of that kind of colorist, racist kind of bull. I don't roll with girls like that. That's not my tea. It's not my jush. Everybody in my main circle in life ain't about that nonsense. Okay. And if somebody doesn't know anything about what's going on, they want to be educated and they ask everyone around us to be fully there. But it really blew my mind how somebody who has literally been telling us their story for so long had it be told again. And now we get it. It's like, God damn it. So I'm glad Tyra got to speak. I'm glad Tyra got to have a platform. And I'm glad that Joseph Shepherd was able to do so and hold that space for them. Of course, I believe they're with Mom Productions, Moguls of Media. Put the words together. They've been doing some great stuff on that platform. I listened to a lot of the different podcasts that they have up there. I'm there. I'm there for it. It just made me upset because it's like, okay, so are you going to go back and have this conversation again with another queen in particular who was played in a certain light and who had her own way of speaking on social media? Is she also going to be given this chance to speak on this platform? And will it be because it's on this platform that you listen versus them themselves saying what's on their mind and how they feel? That's all. That was the only thing that pissed me off about the full bit of it. The fandom is insane, but not all of us in the fandom are that way. A lot of us are actual true supporters of the platform, and we may have our criticism behind it, but we're not taking it to the next level of attacking folks or defending people on behalf of people that don't even know we're defending them in all the wrong ways. So I'm happy they got their interview. I'm happy they got to speak. Happy that was all done. Maybe sometimes we can get lost in communication with how we are wording stuff. You know what I'm saying? Did you see the chat attacking Tyra over their opinion on breastplates? Like, come on. That is how lit, honey. Are you dragging RuPaul by that last hair on her scalp, Charlie Brown, over her not liking flats on the runway or H&M? Are the girls that only wear shit that's at the mall about to read her wrote you? No. It's selective anger, and that's what I find that to be. If Tyra is sick of girls not wearing breastplates, she can be mad as she wants to be. I know queens now that feel that way. I know girls who are flat-chested who don't understand why babies have breasticles on their chesticles. That sounds silly. Everybody has their own way of feeling because all drag is valid. Her not liking that doesn't mean that she hates the queen. She just doesn't think that that's not her kind of drag. So she wanted to come back out and show people what a breast bib and a kind of a up-tempo performance gives. Okay, then. I promise you, if Trixie made a comment tomorrow about breastplates and was like, you know what? Where are the girls at with the titties? I bet you fucking money y'all wouldn't be jumping and jiving that hard. I bet you money you wouldn't. I hate to use Trixie in this kind of example, but I have to do it for selective outrage. We can go into Jackie Aina's makeup brand and how when she did something, people were losing their shit and trying to cancel her. Meanwhile, Jeffree Star is out there literally making the world a much more horrible place, and y'all still buy his makeup. I don't know. I know he said those things, Matty, but we get it. I understand. Everyone can move on from things and we all can feel the way. And we can also take moments and say, well, that doesn't affect me that deep. So I'm not going to take it that way. That's fine. But also respect the people who it does affect immediately and recognize that they feel some kind of way about it. So maybe not participate in those kind of conversations then. If you know that you don't have a dog in that fight. If you know that it actually doesn't have anything to do with you at all. Hence my whole argument over the Selena situation with Irene. I'm not Latino. I'm not Latin. I don't know. But I know, but I am Black and I've lived in multiple different types of neighborhoods that could be considered poor and ghetto, neighborhoods that could be considered rich and privileged. I've lived on both sides. And I know that the texture, context, verbiage, everything around you is completely different. And so you will change to adapt with your environment. And sometimes you pick up things and you carry them with you places. New Orleans is a great example of that. I was out there for 3 years, bitch? Every now and then, big, it come out of my mouth. You heard me. Every now and then. I'm not from there. That's a home place for me. I love it. I've spent some time there with Sissy Bounce artists and doing all that. So y'all know I was a backup dancer, but that is a part of me. So every now and then that's gonna come out. And you telling me something different tells me that you don't get to walk many places. You don't get to travel much. You don't get to do things like everybody else does, but when I have opinions on stuff because you ain't traveled, bitch. I'm not speaking to everybody. I'm talking to the girls that be taking stuff so deep on behalf of people. There is more to the world than what is in your city, state, country, planet, continent. Go there if you really want to. There's way more. So what are we doing? Joyce, there you go. See, you stationed out there for 4 years. You know that New Orleans is infectious. That the tone, everyone's the way of speaking, the way they talk, the way they care, all that stuff carries with you. Hell, Katrina happened, and a lot of people from New Orleans had to move to Houston and stay in Houston. A lot of New Orleans is still in the city. I hear it every day. Every day I go somewhere. I find out somebody living out here from Lake Charles. It's right next to each other. People don't get it. So if you feel a way about it, I understand. But to me, it's like, well, what are you making a big deal? I saw somebody who was dragging Selena and was like, you're not even this and that and the other, and you had the nerve to call her a white girl and da-da-da-da-da. And I saw their profile picture and it was of a woman of color. I then went into their likes and it's all Taylor Swift, right wing, Republican, Donald Trump, Taylor Swift. But their profile picture is of a completely different person. You're in Selena's comments and you're telling her about herself. And I'm like, does anyone actually go in and start investigating people who send you bullshit? Like, I have to do that before I start responding to people. And then I block them, because then there's those people that actually showcase the blocks as badges of honor. Like, look, I made them block me. It's because of me. It's like, it's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing. What happened with so when are they gonna have that conversation with Nina Brown? What did she say recently? I don't know. I don't watch her show. I'm not being rude. I'm just saying I don't watch it like that. Like, did she say something crazy? Because if she ain't unmonetized, you better talk to YouTube. Because if they say it's cool, it's cool. It's cool. But yeah, she was all Swiftie having that conversation with Selena about being Latina, and it was weird. I was like, what are you doing? Girl, you wouldn't know the first thing just because you figured out what your baby hairs don't look. Anywho. And imagine when AI gets to be common knowledge, all the creeps and weirdos are going to be going ham and every decent human on the internet. I mean, they're already doing it now. Nina said some messed up transphobic stuff in the past. Oh. I let God handle those. honey. I don't have nothing to do with that. I don't agree with none of that nonsense. I don't have nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with it. I hope she comes forward and has a conversation soon. I hope so. Maybe so. Maybe not. I hope so. Anywho, my new glasses. It's time to go, y'all. I hope that we had a good time today. I hope you had a good time with me today. Make sure to hit that like button before you leave. Let YouTube know that I did a good job. Make sure to get into the comment section here and talk about the reunion itself. And what you enjoyed about the reunion and what not, or whatever. Who you want to win next week. Next week is the finale. I'm excited to watch that with y'all, both Patreon and YouTube. I think Deja will be coming back. No Fall Guys today. I'm actually going to be going to another game night tonight with some friends so we can play some games and have a good time. Since last night when I went to game night, I had to leave early because I had to film the reaction for this show to get ready for this today. So yes. But tomorrow will be the panel. C. Diggy will not be here. C. Diggy has company in New York, so he will not be able to film. Hopefully we'll have Blake back by then. I may bring Gabby back in. I know Reddit hates that, but I may bring Gabby back in. I'm waiting to see I've asked a couple of queens to see if they're free, and some have been a little bit busier because I do the show in the afternoon. And the reason I do that is because my other panel members, I changed the time up quickly, but try to make sure everybody's happy. Anywho, like the video. Subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for tuning in. Drop a tip in my drawer. Gotta go. My words are getting twisted. But no, I gotta go. Thanks for tuning in. I love y'all down. I'll see you tomorrow. Trust there is still gonna be what am I thinking of? There's still gonna be the Mario movie review, and then I'm gonna be doing movie reviews at least like every other week because I got that AMC Stubs membership. So be on the lookout for that. I'm trying to get my mind into that full, that editing field again. Because I want to do it edited because there's things I need to clip into 15 minutes. So we'll get there. Anyway, Emily, oh my gosh. I'm glad I saw this before I left. Thank you for the tip. Thank you for the generous tip on Venmo. Come back. I feel I came across your channel at the right time in life. Lost my mother-in-law recently. Oh, my babe. Oh no, you got me crying. Oh no, Emily's got me crying. Lost my mother-in-law recently, and her name was Deborah, my mom's name. Your channel and lives have brought light and enjoyment to harder days, and I appreciate your hard work and all you do. Thank you, Emmy. Thank you. Oh, you got me crying. Oh, all my love to you. See, every time someone says my mom's name or something, I get emotional, and I feel like that's my mom's way of hitting me in my still on earth phase here. So thank you for the tip, and all my love to you, Emily. All my love to you. From one child of Deborah to another child of Deborah. All my love to you. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. It's like next week. No, well, technically. Okay, time to go. Time to go, Matty. Goodbye.
Listen.
Yeah.